Scorpio, welcome or welcome back. We're doing your tarot and oracle reading. This reading is going to be good for all Scorpio placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your other placements and only take what resonates. So Scorpio, I did, as per usual, pull your oracle cards, and let's just go ahead and dive right into it, guys. So for your astro cards, I did get the 3rd house communication, number 41, and I got the 6th house sustainability. That is a tongue twister, number 44. So this is interesting because these are 2 houses that are not oftentimes preferred when we're talking about astrology or transits, not necessarily natally, but these houses in your birth chart could be being activated by transits. So check what sign is in your 3rd house, what sign is in your 6th house, and if there's any planets that are transiting there. If you don't know how to do that, you can always book a personal reading with me. All the information will be in the description box below. For your Keepers of Light Oracle, which is energy that is supporting you, we do have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. So Christ consciousness or Jesus consciousness could be significant for you. I just saw 111 on my timer. For your supportive your supportive spirit animal oracle, we did get the tiger, which is a fire energy. And the keywords on this card are lunar force, ease in darkness, and feminine energy. I also underlined that one with the silence, fearing nothing, taking in the wild darkness, sensuality, receptivity, and devotion, spending some time in silence. Or it says, spend some time in silence this evening. When in balance, passionate, strong, and sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. And to bring to balance, candle gazing. So it's interesting because there's a very feminine energy. It's giving me very scorpionic energy in general, especially with this tiger card. But there's something here about tapping into your feminine energy. But then we have the Master Jesus card, which is definitely a masculine energy. So there could be something here about balancing your masculine and feminine. And then with the 3rd house card, something about this Mercury retrograde could have been significant. You guys could have Leo or Virgo in your 3rd house. Also, Virgo energy is significant here because of the 6th house card, because Virgo corresponds to the 6th house. But Gemini could be significant with the 3rd house. But there could be something about like your local community or things that you do on a regular basis. This is like your commute to and from work. There could be something with your car. So you could be having car problems. You could also be having issues, or maybe you're doing really well in work. The 6th house deals with our work. It also deals with our health. So we're just going to dive right in here and see what comes out in your general messages. Oh, and also I almost forgot, your shadow was spiritual disconnect, which is very interesting here. So I think the spiritual disconnect is somehow connected to this feminine tiger energy, and you could be traversing somewhat like darker energies right now, but feminine energy is dark in and of itself, so it's not anything to be like scared of. That's just what the feminine is, right? The feminine energy is chaos and darkness. That's literally what it represents. But let's just dive into the general energies and see what comes out for you, Scorpio. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. It is a form of energy transference, and I am more likely to pick up on your energy. And stick around because I will be announcing how you can enter to win a free personal reading from me. All right, my beautiful Scorpios. Let's see here. We have Deception and Envy. Interesting. Card number 7. Life Path 7 could be significant for some of you. So you guys could have experienced some form of deception or quite literally envy. For some reason, it's coming through with this 6th house card. So this could be related to health, your physical body, a doctor, or it could be related to somebody at work. It could be coworkers. It could be a boss. We'll see what else comes out here. Bottom of the deck, we do have victory and success though. So that's actually beautiful. We have triumph and success, number 1, and then we have foundation and achievements. So if this deception and envy card is coming through intuitively for you, being correlated or corresponded to your work environment or maybe finance, I do think that you are going to be successful, and there could be some form of new beginning. This reminds me of an Ace of Swords energy. It's card number 1, triumph and success. And sometimes the Ace of Swords can come through as like literally having to cut something off. So you're ending something to start something new. So we'll see what else comes out and clarify as well. What else for my Scorpio placements? We have Light, card number 19. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have Trapped in Fear. We have the base chakra, so something about your security. This could be your self-worth. You could be experiencing some anxiety, insomnia. Also, financial difficulties come through a lot of times with the root chakra or the base chakra in this deck, of course. Some of you guys have a fear of like poverty. Truth, card number 20. Some of these, this is very interesting. Let's get one more here for my Scorpios. We have emotional withdrawal. It did pop out in the reverse. I don't typically read reversals for Oracle, but I'll just take a note of it. Oop. Emotional withdrawal, and then new love begins, emotional loss and fertility. Some of you guys are emotionally disconnected from your work, or you could be involved with a romantic partner that works with you, or this could have been something that happened in the past, if it, you know, or it could be happening in the future. Just take it how it resonates. Let's just go ahead and clarify, because there's a lot of different conflicting energies here, and I would like to get to the bottom of this. What is this deception and envy card for my Scorpios? The Wheel of Fortune. So if you guys experience some form of deception in any way, shape, or form, for some of you, this is strongly coming through in regards to work, but it's coming through in regards to the 6th house, which, as some of you may know, there's many different things that are involved in the 6th house. So the 6th house could be your health. So this could be in healthcare. You guys could literally work in healthcare. This could also be coming through as like a coworker or a boss or something in regards to like being paid. But there's something here about this happening for a very specific and divine reason. Some of you guys, this could be in love as well, because we did have that new love begins at the bottom of the deck. So maybe you guys were involved with somebody and there was some form of deception involved. But I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is a card of fate and destiny. So there's something like written in the stars, quite literally, like it was supposed to happen that way. And it's almost like getting you to realize your own light or the gift in the situation. I do think that there is a little bit of resistance from you in making this change, because it was probably quite shocking if it was a form of deception, obviously. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Wands. We have the Lover's card, and then we have the Ace of Swords. So there could have been an ending, and then we have the 7 of Swords. So there could have been an ending in a romantic partnership. We'll see what comes out in the love portion of the reading. But I almost feel like your higher self was manifesting this for you. Like it's something that you signed up to experience in this lifetime in order to grow from it. Judgment card, the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the 7 of Swords, Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the Page of Wands. There could have been children involved as well. Why is the Light card here? The Queen of Wands, fire sign energy. If this is related to work, some of you guys are being called to start your own business. You know, the Queen of Wands, any of the Wands court cards, most often it's like the queens and the kings in wands or fire. These are entrepreneurs, right? They're doing things that they're very passionate about. They're not afraid to take a leap of faith. They're not afraid to, you know, do things that might be seen as like taboo or unconventional. Emperor card at the bottom of the deck. He's my other entrepreneur energy. So some of you guys are being called to start a business, or some of you guys are being called to make a shift in a business. Yeah, 10 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Something about a father figure is coming through here too with this Emperor card and the Master Jesus card. Just give me a second, guys. Some of you guys experienced some form of betrayal in your family. So this could have been a father figure, or it could have been somebody that was just like a father figure. It doesn't actually have to be your father. Why is the emotional withdrawal card here? 2 of Swords in the reversed. One more, please. And the Judgment card and the King of Pentacles. So that's Earth sign energy. Interesting. This is going to be oddly specific, but you guys could have been... There could have been some form of deception in regards to like somebody stealing money from you. So this could have been a family member. It could have been something to do with an inheritance or something that was owed to you in some way, shape, or form from a family member or a friend. Again, this could have been at work because of that 6th house card. But there is a strong energy of father energy, because we have that Emperor and we have the Master Jesus card. And this King of Pentacles is coming through as a fatherly figure. And we have something here. By making some sort of decision on something, it's like it's releasing you. in some way, because we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Death card. So there could be an ending to some extent. Then we have the Empress card, which is a motherly type archetype. But there's some sort of decision that you're either in the midst of making or that you need to make in order to really release yourself from some sort of restriction of the mind. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed limitations of the mind. The Judgment card is you being called by the divine to do this. So right now you're in the Two of Swords upright. You're avoiding making some sort of decision. It fell out in the reverse, meaning you're releasing yourself from making that stagnancy and making that decision. Mercury is stationary direct today, guys, so I can't really talk as per usual, but Judgment card is, you know, you're being called by the divine to do something, and it's the second to last card in the major arcana, so something is coming to an end. We also have the Death card here, which is your energy, but there's an ending. It's a slow and gradual process, but there's an ending nonetheless. But by making this ending happen, you're releasing yourself from some sort of restriction. And I believe all of these cards are tied together in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes I read them separately, sometimes I read them together. But I think it has to do with this Deception and Envy card. There's something pre-written. It's supposed to be this way. Even if it's painful, even if it was quite shocking, you know, even if something is owed to you or somebody did wrong to you, the divine is in charge and something is happening for a very specific reason. So let's get advice here for my Scorpios, and then we'll move on to love. Advice for my Scorpios. Temperance card. The Devil. And the Justice. 3 major arcanas and a major arcana at the bottom of the deck with the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. That's a new beginning. And another major arcana with the Lovers card. Some of you guys, if this was a romantic partner, you guys are meeting your actual person by stepping away from the situation that's left you in like a mind fuck, for lack of a better term. I don't really care about swearing on my channel anymore. So if you guys don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. So we have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarian energy, but it's divine healing. The Temperance card is a very complex card, but I always look at it as looking at something that needs moderation, balance, or also looking at things from a third perspective or a third way. In the traditional depiction of the Temperance card, there's always a triangle there because it's, you know, representation of the Trinity, but there's an emphasis about like zooming out and looking at it from a higher perspective, from a spiritual perspective, which in turn brings healing. Temperance is the Archangel Michael card, so there's an element of, you know, angelic assistance, and it has something to do with a very toxic situation. So the Devil card can show up in many different ways, but it can be toxic behavioral patterns, addictions, attachments, codependency within relationships. Those are the most common ways it comes through in my readings, but it's any sort of ego attachment. The Devil card keeps us trapped to the 3D, and we're only worried about, you know, the material things or the physical things in our life. You know, it's a very sexual energy. It's a very greedy energy. So there's something in your life. Take it how it resonates. I don't know your personal story, but there's something in your life that by making a decision to move away from something, by moving, like following the call from the divine and moving away from this person, place, or thing or situation, this in turn is going to bring you a sense of healing. But you need to look at it objectively and zoom out a little bit. And in turn, this brings justice. This brings balance back into your life. There's a huge theme of balance and, you know, equilibrium here. Like you're overly extending your mental power and like your conscious mind onto this situation with all this deception and envy and deceit. But you don't understand from the conscious mind that this is all in divine alignment. It's supposed to happen this way. And like I said, we have the Fool card and we have the Lovers card at the bottom of the deck with the Six of Pentacles. Somebody could possibly be coming in if this is in regards to a love situation. And then we have the Ten of Cups. That is going to give as much as you give in your happily ever after. So, whew, that was intense, Scorpio. Let's move on to love for you, Scorpio. If you're watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube. And if you guys want to enter to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is leave a comment in the comment box below. Let me know how it resonates with you, where you have Scorpio in your chart, whatever you want to leave down there, and I will enter you in. I will probably do that reading the first or second week of September. So, and I actually am coming out with a I'm trying to set up my online shop because I have lots of spiritual stuff that I want to actually start selling. And one of the things I'm actually using right now is my oils. So I'll be selling my intention oils. I've been making these for a long time, but this is my Psychic Visions oil, and it enhances your intuition, your connection to God, the divine, etc. Intuition, psychic ability, divination, meditation, dream work, anything like that. Works like a charm. But I will have smaller bottles and bigger bottles available. The shop is not set up yet, but if you guys want them, you can always message me on Instagram is probably the best way, or email. Instagram, email, or TikTok, but sometimes it's hard to get back to all the messages on TikTok. So if you guys are interested before the shop is up and running, then you can message me on there. All right, my Scorpios in love. Okay, the World card. So I don't know if I'm picking up on the energy from the past. What do we have for my Scorpios in love? Some of you guys are waiting on communication. We have the Magician card. And the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Cups. Some of you guys were connected to somebody in the workplace, possibly. Five of Swords here and the Lover's card. It looks like in the recent past, some of you guys were thinking about moving away or leaving a relationship that was not emotionally satisfying you. You could have been backstabbed by this person or betrayed by this person, but you did feel like this person was a soulmate in some way, shape, or form. What is the current energy for my Scorpios? So we have the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords in the reversed, and the Page of Wands in the reversed. Okay, so somebody's definitely got their eye on you, and not in a good way, Scorpio. It feels like past energy. And you are very overwhelmed right now. I can feel that in your energy. So I don't know if there was an actual separation. We'll see when we clarify. But if there was a separation, this person is definitely like spying on you, or there could be gossiping, like slander. They could be talking shit about you, quite literally. There could also been children involved with the two pages there. Plus that Ten of Wands has a baby in the card in this depiction of the Ten of Wands. Future energy for my Scorpios. The Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups. I told you new love is coming in. But you got to put that weight down from the past, Scorpio. It's too heavy. It's too heavy. Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Emperor card. Let's go ahead and clarify. I don't know why. It looks like you were trying to manifest something in the recent past. But it seems like something is a bit overwhelming for you in regards to this person, place, or thing. Why is the Three of Pentacles there? The Fool card. You were trying to manifest a new beginning with a fuckboy. It's my fuckboy card. You guys know I don't read gender in tarot, but it's just a figure of speech. I mean, it's a very immature energy. It seems like you wanted this relationship, you know, from the beginning, and then once you either got in it, or once it was like solidified, or once something, you know, once you realized what was actually happening, this person turned out to be a bit of a player. So you could have wanted to move things very fast with this person at the beginning, and then you wanted to slow things down. Now it looks like you're very overwhelmed with the situation. Why is the Ten of Wands here in the current energy? Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. Something about communication is highly significant here. So that's probably in relation to this third house communication card. But you're trying to use your logical mind here, which I'm not saying it's wrong. Sometimes Scorpio placements have to get out of the emotion a little bit, because Scorpio placements feel deeply, deeply. And I know this because I have a Scorpio stellium. So like I understand. So maybe it is best if you think more logically about this situation. Like, is it going to be healthy for you long term? What is the 2 pages here in the reverse? Page of Swords and Page of Wands in the reversed. King of Swords. Heavy air sign energy. Hierophant. 10 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Yeah, you guys are... You are trying to be as logical about this situation as you possibly can. And it seems like your energy is very closed off to this person. So I don't know if you're just overwhelmed with everything in general in life, or if you're overwhelmed with the actual dynamic of the relationship, or both. But I feel like you guys are still connected to that person. But it's too much of a burden to bear. I just feel like this person, for some reason, is coming through as this person being like very lazy. I don't know why. Why is the Queen of Wands a High Priestess? Looks like you're following your intuition in the near future and taking a chance on love, on something new possibly, in the Magician card, something you've been manifesting. So again, I don't know if you disconnected from this past person. We'll see when we get advice, but it looks like there's this feels like new energy. King of Cups. King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, they love each other. They are like the best couple in the whole deck. But it's like you never want to get the King and the Queen of Swords together. It's like the worst pair in the deck. Or like the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords, horrible combination. But in the future, we have the best combination. And then we have the High Priestess here with the Ace of Cups. So it's like you're finally listening to your intuition. I feel like you're still connected to this person and you're finally listening to your intuition in the near future and walking away. But it's almost like something in your ego is keeping you attached. You feel stuck. You're emotionally dissatisfied, but you won't walk away. Like, what's that quote? That quote that goes like, you know it's toxic when you can't get it right, but you can't let each other go either, or something like that. All right, what do we have for advice for my Scorpios? I'm telling you, you guys got something around the corner here, but you have to let go of this toxic energy in order to manifest that. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. I feel like there's something here about values. There needs to be some sort of conversation or communication that needs to be had, whether that comes off a bit aggressively or this person gets triggered or offended by this conversation. You need to do your best to stand up for yourself and what you truly want out of life, where your values lie. Queen of Pentacles. Something tells me that there's a mismatch in values here. And by having this conversation and asserting your values and what you want out of life, there's something tied into children here. So I don't know if maybe there's I don't know why I want to say conflict of interest, but take it how it resonates. You're being called to speak on this, have a conversation about this with this person. And if this person doesn't align with your values in this, you're being asked not to compromise. Judgment card again. It's a call from the divine. This is Judgment Day, okay? So it's do or die at this point. You got to have the conversation, and if this person's values don't align with yours, then you need to move on. And if you do decide to move on, it looks like you have a new emotional beginning in the near future and possibly a new romantic partnership by following your intuition. So that is all I have for you, my beautiful Scorpios. If it did resonate, please do leave a comment down below. I will enter you in to win a free personal reading from me. And ease and grace. So that could be helpful for you as you navigate this situation. But I am sending you all my love, my beautiful Scorpios. I will see you next time. Bye.